The mech battling tactical RPG we've been waiting for is here. Mecharashi. This is a grid-based tactical RPG with mechs, known as STs, battling it out with tons of action. Customize your pilots and STs for layered strategic fun. Defeat your opponents by blasting off their limbs in awesome combat. Experience beautiful story cinematics as you uncover the mysteries of the all-female Epiphyleum organization and get daily rewards, login bonuses, and unique prizes just for playing. This game is dropping July 31st, and it is a must-play. With that said, a huge shout out and thank you to Mecharashi for sponsoring this video. I am so excited to play this game. It has been a blast. I have put hours into it just on the testing side of things, checking different things out and whatnot, and I can't wait for launch because I'm going to be all over this bad boy. As you can see, I'm spinning around my personalized ST right here. One of my favorites. A ton of fun to play, and with a pilot that I've really enjoyed utilizing, and so that's a great chance to jump into these pilots. Let's take a look at them. So as you can see, there's a great many of them right here. This is the pilot I was referring to, Marcus. I've used several different pilots. I've tried to use them all, but I've just not had enough time. There's so many. When you look at these pilots, the first things you got to acknowledge is they have different ratings. And so as you can see here, they're different pilots. Come in different ratings from S to A to B. Let's take a look at these staples right here, like this bad one right here. She absolutely becomes S quality when she finishes her ranking up. She starts B. This bad boy right here does the same thing. He jumps up to A quality and then S quality in the end. Really interesting stuff there. And so that's the first thing you got to acknowledge, is that there's different rankings of the pilots. Then you got to take a look at the roles, and that's these icons right here. Let's check out Frida. Frida's an amazing pilot as well. But when you check out the roles, as you can see, these are professions, or roles, sorry, but they're called professions. There's fighters, raiders, snipers, tacticians, guardians, and machinists. Machinists do a lot of healing. Guardians are like tanks. Tacticians are like your ranged tactical devices and things like that. A lot of these guys have a lot of the shoulder-mounted missiles and all different stuff like that. It's really, really cool. Snipers, they target and aim at different body parts specifically, and of course they want to be at a range as well, from what I've seen. And then you've got raiders. These are like your mid-range, can get in, get personal, but you don't want to live there. Usually jump in and out real fast. And then you got your fighters. These are very much up in your face and personal. They usually try to get a lot of actions in a single turn. It's a ton of fun. A lot of fun. So that's the different professions that you have in the game. When you take a look at the different stats on your pilots, you have melee, range, defense, assault, tactical, and mechanics. And then of course down here you have what are called licenses. They kind of tell you what the pilot's capable of doing, piloting, and what ST you want to pair them with to get the most synergy out of them. Because as you can see right up here, you have potential. And when you look at your potential, you can level it up, and it's going to give you more in what's called ST suitability, or your ultimate as it's titled here. And she's getting 135% out of her ST suitability, which is light STs. So really interesting stuff there. Of course, when you're looking at this, there's a lot to take into consideration. You have levels with your pilots, and these stats will go up in accordance. And then you also have their talents. And so Secret Execution is her talent. And so when initiating combat with a shotgun, she inflicts instability 2 on the targets before combat. It stacks up 5 times and lasts for 2 turns. Really, really cool. She largely debuffs her opponents, and it stacks multiple times just for hitting them. And then it really synergizes well with what she does, because her weapon that she gets a lot of skills for are shotguns, and they do wide spread damage. It's really, really nice. And so that's the next thing you got to take a look at when you're looking at these pilots, is these skill trees. Every pilot's got a different skill tree, and they're somewhat unique in that you have different abilities and skills. I've seen a few things kind of overlap, but for the most part, each pilot has a pretty unique play style, and it's really, really nice. So yeah, you got a lot to work on here, getting these skill trees up and getting your pilots trained. so that you're able to utilize them to the fullest. Once you've done that, you also want to take a look at your neural drive. That's something you're going to be locking as you progress through the skill tree. And so when you look at these neural drives, you're going to find items in the game while playing, and that is these chips that you can add to their neural drives that have different effects. And from what I have gathered, they kind of have an RNG element to them, and that you have different stats and extra effects. And so you're going to want to farm these bad boys up to get the perfect combination of what you want to really enhance your pilot's abilities. It's a phenomenal and deep system with tremendous options. I can't say that enough. Really enjoy this big time. So you've heard all about pilots, but you want to know about the STs. That's what it's about, baby. And here they are. This is Frida's ST right here. I have customized this, and that is something that we need to talk about. But first, let's talk about the typing, if you don't mind me saying so. You have 3 different types to look at. Right here, you have light STs. These parts, of course, are lighter. It gives them more mobility and the ability to dodge better. They're also able to use accelerators and jetpacks. Mobility, obviously, is what you are looking at there. Then you got your medium weight parts with that medium ST. And so this is going to allow you to do more with tactical weapons, manipulators, and extra ammo and supply backpacks. These are really your all-rounders, in my opinion, and a lot of raiders use this type of ST. And then you have your heavier STs. And so these are your heavy duty, slow to go, but can take a beating STs. And I find a lot of tanks use these. And of course, you're going to see some diversity in mixing up the different ones, and you can mix them up with the different parts. And so that's the thing that deserves your attention next. Let's take a look at it. Right here, as you can see, you have 4 choices per ST. We've got the body, which you can take a look at different ones, see which one you like the most. Each body or part is going to have a skill, and you're going to want to synergize that. This game is absolutely phenomenal with that. You're not limited to synergizing, but if you have 4 of the same parts, you unlock the max level. As you can see, I'm using hers, and I've got it up to level 2. So I don't have it at max level because I've kind of mixed matched some different things. But when you do put them all together, it will synergize. I'm rocking the equilibrium arms for her, which has got it at level 2. And then for her legs, we've got the HM bridged unit legs, which has got that at level 2 because that's what I'm using for the body. Nice little bit of mix and match in there because I like the different stats from the 2 different part types, and it works for me, and I really enjoyed it. You might not want to do that. You might want to have an arm from one and then an arm from another. You get to do it however you want. Build these STs to your heart's content, and you might not have the option to put the full parts together because you have to earn them. With that said, let's take a look at these part qualities. And so, as you can see, you can enhance the quality of your part by using duplicates and leveling them up. That's really cool. Nice, proficient way to enhance your parts. You can go further by leveling your parts up on top of enhancing their quality. So right here, we got a level 1 arm. Let's take a look at this body. These legs, it's all pretty high level, but this arm, let's enhance this bad boy real quick. We're just gonna raise it to level 5. As you can see, this is what the stat difference is for this part while we level it up. Hit confirm, boom. It is now a level 5 arm. Really nice, cool stuff going on there. And then, you can't forget, we all know what's important when it comes to these parts and whatnot. You can go a step further. Weapons. Oh my goodness. The amount of weapons you can get, you can farm them up find tons of them. They have different stats and abilities and unique traits and levels within themselves. From what I've seen, you're not leveling up your weapons. You find them as they are. So you go out, you earn them. When they drop, they come in different varieties. And when they get their level, that is what they are. I like it. I think it's really cool. And as you can see, you can have different versions of the same weapon. And sometimes they'll have different abilities on them. So right here, we've got anti-MST. We got right here, bounce strike. And then we got anti-MST. But notice the difference. This is anti-MST 8. And so this is going to be firepower plus 420 against medium STs. This one is firepower 625 against medium STs. There's a lot to do in this game. You're going to be farming your resources, farming your weapons. You're going to be going after all of this different stuff to get the maximum out of your STs. Let's not forget about the backpacks. This is a great part right here where you're able to enhance and personalize your ST a little bit more. And so on her, we've got a re-attack backpack that's going to basically allow us to get a bonus hit and crit, and gives her a little bit of HP body for the use. It's really, really nice because Frida, gets in and out of battles, gets in close, takes some hits sometimes, so it can be a great thing to have. As you can see, you got other backpacks like right this one is an AoE debuff where it drops your enemy's hit rate by 10% just for being in combat with them. And so this is a nice one right here. And then as you can see, this same backpack has different abilities on it. Really, really nice. You can stop your enemies from being able to dodge as well. And then of course, crit as well. And then you can boost how much damage your enemies take. These are really nice things. It's really going to create a lot of strategy and a lot of diversity in playstyle. I cannot wait. But let's go further because you do have shoulder parts and whatnot. But let's talk about what's really important. The most important thing about this is paint. That's right. You can paint your ST. You can change the color of it, make it look however you want. Mix it up, personalize it, create a squad look, create a personal look, or if you're kind of weird like me, I made a match their pilots because I thought that was interesting. And so it's not one for one. You know, you've got 7 right here. This is what I did with hers. Her ST is super bright and pink, and it's kind of a little bit fun and bright, kind of like the pilot. And so have fun with it, do what you want, change the design, make them look the way you want them to look. With that all said, let's talk about how to play the game. That's one of the most important parts, right? So you're gonna go right here to the Operations Center, and we have a plethora of options. From what you can see, you've got your border conflict right down here. You're gonna choose your units and you're gonna go into random RNG battles where it's a lot like a roguelite. That is how they have described it, and it is a blast. You can also choose expansion ops, and this is basically where you're gonna farm your different resources and the things that you need in the game. And so when you go into this battle, you're gonna get these resources for battling, and of course you absolutely need all the resources you can get to fully upgrade and improve your STs. Maybe you need a weapon, you're gonna come into these and you're gonna fight these enemies, and they have a chance to drop these weapons, and then of course with random stats and the different effects. Really cool stuff, really fun battles, and they're not stale, let me tell you that. They mix up and get a little random at times. It's a blast. Past that, you've got your story mode right here, which is what you got with this general map. You can go around, thumb the different things going on there. That's your clearance op. But this is your story. And you can click this, jump right into the story mode, and keep things rolling. We're not going to do that right now. And then you also have your arena. Arena is PvP battling, and it is to be amazing. I can only imagine. I did not PvP battle at all. I don't know that I even could in test, but maybe I failed by not testing it. Regardless, this is something I would personally be excited about and be eager to jump into. And then you've got your co-op missions. Co-op missions are dispatch missions where you send the units out, they do a task, they get the deed done, and then they come home and bring you the goodies. Really good stuff. Of course, you have different criteria and extra conditions to meet. Really great to see a game with a lot of diversity in play styles. Enough chit chat and talk about the game. Let's look at a battle. So here we go. We get a nice little brief about the mission. Thanks to Dana, she keeps us informed and tells us what to expect in the conflict. It gives us a nice little layout of the battlefield. Now we get to choose our units. As we can see, we have up to 5 units. I'm going to kind of reshift and move my stuff around here and decide what I want to use. Kind of want to mix some things up and use some different people. Rosa thinks it's smart to use her. We're going to use her as well. She's pretty beastly. She does a lot of sustain, and she just waylays. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So there's 7. She's our healer. She's got a nice little healing mech. She's fun. Catherine is a berserker with a lot of sustain. She's not actually a berserker, but that's how she feels when she plays. She is a fighter. She gets in there and waylays. So we got Rosa right here. She is a raider. Nice little mid-range action there. We can kind of choose where we want to go. We can see that the enemies are going to hit us if we get too close. It's beautiful HUD there. Beautiful UI. Let's get it, Marcus. Marcus comes in there and shreds. Really good big damage. So what do we want to do here? Let's get a little extra movement. Marcus has got a jetpack, so maybe we can get some use out of that. I think we'll need to right here. Yeah. Just pop this bad boy. That little tiny shield is not enough, brother. Alright. Yevgeny, I don't know how to say his name. He has got a real shield. This is our tank. He is a ton of fun too. He's kind of got a nice little unique thing going where he blocks and does preemptive damage when blocking for his allies. It's really nice. Here they come. Little shot. They miss most of their hits. We don't mind. Of course, we're going to retaliate. And boom. 1,300 damage. Everything's nicely displayed on the screen, as you can see. Really good information and clean.
Let the dance begin.
Catherine wants to fight. Let's go get in here. We have different abilities, as you can see on the screen. We have AP. She has 6 AP. We're going to choose Chop. Let's get some damage in here. Beautiful. Took out his legs. He misses.
Let's face off.
Now, she has full health, so she didn't get anything there. But once she starts taking damage, she's going to start healing when she hits. Let's see. Maybe just a normal attack. See how many attacks we can get in a turn. His legs are gone. Now, when their legs are out, they're not moving, as you would assume. His arm is gone. Little hit back. Now we got some damage. And as you see, she healed there. A little percentage of what damages she's dealt. We're going to really get some heals rolling in a minute with her. Next turn. As you can see, you're not going speed-based. You can choose to play whoever you want during your turn, and your whole squad's going to get an opportunity to act.
Let's wrap this
And when
up.
you stand by and you can attack, the game does a good job of notifying you and letting you know. Once your squad is done, though, now it's the enemy's turn, and their whole squad will act. And so as you can see, Catherine's taking a few hits, but she's going to retaliate. She don't like that. She gets a little health back. Beautiful. He wants to take a piece out of her. He actually lands a hit. A little scary. Oh, he's punching. Whatever, bro. Live in regret. Very nice. She's getting AP for killing him. Getting HP for killing him. It's a good thing over there with Catherine. She's just soloing. Let's see. We're going to pillage because that gives us bonus HP.
As you desire.
Really good stuff.
Enough hiding.
He tries to get a
Let's
hit. It's
face
really tough to
off.
swing that with one arm, I imagine. We get a re-attack. Let's see. 100% chance to hit, so kind of just pick and do what we want here. Beautiful strike. He has a little bit of HP on that body left. Alright, now we're going to move the drone over closer. Let's see. Get 7 up a little bit. 7 up.
Broken parts.
A little bit of healing there for our boy Marcus. Before he goes in. Marcus doesn't have the sustain that Catherine does, so we got a little more careful with him. Yeah. Let me get Rosa closer. She can do some pretty interesting things, and we're going to tank it up there with our boy. I'm just going to call him Yev. That's the easy thing to do there. Enemy turn 3. Get a nice little bit of dialogue mid-battle. I don't mind that at all. Basically letting you know, hey, she's stepping into the fray. There it is. He steps in with that preemptive strike and blocks. That's a big scary gun. Oof. He eats it. He just eats it with that shield arm. Oh gosh. He almost took out our little drone there. That's scary. Nice. Another one down. Another preemptive strike. That one to the body. Good stuff, Yev. Here comes a big gun. It looks like it's going to mow. Nope, okay. We're too worried about that. Pretty decent stuff. Let's go ahead and get Catherine over here and protect our drone, please. Mess him up, Catherine.
As you desire.
Thanks.
Enough hiding.
No arms. He's
Let's
trying.
face off.
It's kind of futile.
Let the dance begin.
So you get this attack rolling. Bam.
Enough hiding. Let's face off.
Really good stuff there. And Shazam. It's done. Awesome. Let's see. We're going to jump in over here. Time for our boy Marcus to get to work. Blast him, brother. Yep. He's nasty. Great damage. Love that shotgun. $2,100 damage. Get out of the way. Here comes Rosa. Get a little AoE hit. Pretty good stuff. Nice little bit of dialogue with the boss there. Telling us, hey, you hurt me. As you can see, we get a link attack for doing this, so we're going to take it. Link attacks are great. Your units will act in unison and attack together. Really good stuff. Here comes 7. We're going to do a little bit of healing.
Broken parts. We're on it like oil on
Got to keep everybody in check.
Impatience leads to ruin.
Little preemptive strike. You thought. Oh, nice to the body. And there she goes. Boss defeated.
Impatience leads to
Another
ruin on the
preemptive
battlefield.
strike while tanking. Arm gone. You thought, right? Well, deja vu. Said that twice, didn't I? Anyways, that arm's gone. He's not attacking. It's over.
Let the dance begin.
I agree, Catherine. Let's move up. Now, we want to be a little bit careful here because we're getting notified that these bad boys are capable of being destroyed and probably blow up, if I had to guess. They look like they hold fuel or something. So we want to be careful there. We don't want to be too hasty. A little good stuff there from Rosa. We'll start moving up and getting in position. I don't know what this last boss got for us, so I'm going to play it a little smart.
Eyes peeled.
Let's see if we can't bust that canister next to him. Get some damage in. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's pretty good damage. To all parts evenly from what I can see, so we gotta be careful. We're getting our re-attack here with Marcus. Marcus is... We're just gonna go in. Let's target the boss. Let's see if we can't take some Oh, yeah. Take some parts off him. We didn't. He's going to retaliate. We're getting another one off. We got both his arms. We got the parts. Man, you didn't even get your intro, and you're already almost out. Beautiful. Beautiful. Still wants to give us a piece. Just gonna punch him. Get out of my face, bro. Alright. Now Marcus is in the way of a lot of damage here. He's gonna do some retaliating and do some good things, but he's gonna get messed up, potentially. You gotta be careful. Nice. Good hit back. Legs are gone. This one's a little scary. We'll pray and spray. Nope. We got some notifications here. I'm sure that means more enemies are about to enter the battlefield. Let's see. We can get Catherine in there. Fight will probably be over before she gets in. Marcus is kind of cleaning the house over here. What do we want to do here? I think we probably want to jump over their backs using that beautiful jetpack and Shazam. Here we go. Why do I keep saying that? Why am I saying Shazam? Anyways, let's get ready for these next units that are about to come out. Just gonna stand by right here, maybe. Should we? No. We should wait. Alright, so let's see. Go right here with Rosa. Just getting prepped. I want to make sure we're ready for these to jump out at us.
Patience is a virtue.
Turn 6. No arm, no legs. Just can't do anything to us right now. Drone. What do we want to do? Let's move up right here. And then we want to set Catherine loose. Let her have some fun. Yeah, a little choppy chop.
As you desire.
Oh, right to the body. He's gone. Didn't even get a chance. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Another choppy chop.
As you desire.
Got the arm off of him. He's landing hits on us. We don't mind. We're going to retaliate. Didn't finish his legs. We did some damage. Little linkage right there. Nice. 2 of our teammates. Let's attack again. Let's see. Yeah, a little chop. Let's keep chopping. Oh man, this guy lands his hits. Seasoned mercenary, it's not a joke.
No battle, no hustle. Time to get those hands dirty.
That's right. Finish this up with 7. As you can see, 7 has a low-level gun. We actually need to give her some love, but it is what it is. I'm gonna blow that just to make sure we don't have any issues. And I think we're gonna end him right here. Just let him have his turn. Marcus maybe can wrap this all up. Love that jetpack. Let's get to blasting. Goodbye. Got 1 more left, and he is over there struggling. Love that you can destroy those parts. Really take advantage of that. Put your enemies out, disable them, and then play with them. Play with them. Might as well finish this up, maybe. Yeah. Come on, Marcus. Beautiful. Easy. Done. And that's battling in Mecharashi. If that isn't enough to get you playing, we will be given 2 free S-Rank pilots and an S-Rank ST for just logging in during the launch event. Amazing gifts for day 1 players. For those looking to reroll for their perfect start, you'll be able to enjoy an unlimited reroll banner, which gives us a guaranteed S-Rank pilot. To top that off, you're also going to get 90 free pools to kickstart the fun. And if that's still not enough to get you excited, there will be huge collaborations to look forward to, like STs and pilots from NVIDIA, ROG, and Neon Evangelion. There is so much to be excited for in this game. I can't wait for July 31st to come. Mecharashi will be available on Android, iOS, Steam, and epic games. Make sure you hit the links below to pre-register to join the fun. And I will see you on the battlefield.